we arrived into the mental realm with the three gigantic mountains standing in the distance. It is an enormous or ominous sight, and especially for those whose heaven is based here. We flew down close to the castle of the Kalam god, and it was as though the boys knew exactly what would take place, because at the moment we were about 100 feet above the castle balcony. Kalam came out and stared up at us. "Ha ha ha, you foolish pests," he yelled as he shook his fist up at us. "I will always rule the dumbfounded humans. You can tout your ideas of real freedom, but no one will ever listen. Look at all the control I have, and it is all mine and will always be." Then his mistress, Crone, stepped out on the balcony and put her arms around his gnarly lizard body. She did her usual seductive smile at us, and then threw me a kiss with a gesture of her hand from her mouth. All of us floated for a moment with this scene. "She still really likes you, Duane," said Ursha. "It would seem so, miss," I said. "You have failed again, new man. You can write all the books you want and no one will listen. I took care of Durwood, and Gerald is my #1 guy. All who follow him will be mine when they cross over. Ha, ha, ha. You're such fools. Only thing that has real value is power. Power rules the minds and hearts of all those I have ingested with my holy words. Look at all the corruption I oversee and control. I am brilliant. Don't you think so, my dear?" he said to Crony. "Of course you are, my beloved. You are my hero, and we rule all of eternity together," she said, as they kissed. The boys then motioned for us to leave as we went over to the tops of the 3 mountains and to the other side. Paul pointed with his arm downward to a small shadowy area below. As we flew closer, I could see all the tap lines running from the back side of Kalam's fortress into the realms below. It was easy to see how there was a constant feed of agreement with them. The people of the earth and all the lower realms are so afraid to leave their chosen positions for something better. Humans have a sense about them that things will get better no matter how bad they get. They plan for their glory from the ruins of what they have built. The religious systems rule, and they are promising a better life by those who believe in a phantom of a promise from the Lord God. "We are doing what we can," said Rebizar, as all of us left and flew higher. Ursha and I held hands as we flew into the endless sky of awesome beauty. I could sense all the lower instruments dissipating as we were now without the silliness of the emotional and mental bodies. The boys took us to a very special position somewhere in this vast etheric realm. All of us landed on a huge continent of immense splendor and beauty. As I looked around, I could see that we were here by ourselves, with only the natural environment and the species of creatures, such as birds and others, that were adapted to this area. As I looked downward into the lowerness of what we had come through, all I could see were tiny little dots, which were like specks in the lower sky. What I was seeing was the actualness of what the psych realms really are. Simply worlds of nothingness, just like Rebizar had taught me. We have all come here many times, and each time it is a new position for all of us, said Yabel. We are the most fortunate to know the All Is. This is for you, Duane, and those who have the privilege of reading your new books. Mankind wants his spiritual legacy, and so he shall have it. But he must see beyond all the deception of the spiritual fallacy he has accepted. You are providing a real position now for everyone to relate to. So here we are in the true spiritual realm, but down there is what has to be overcome with one's real awareness. We are now beyond the gods of men, all the control they wield. The new wave makes its way down into the lower areas for the sole purpose of providing a real benefit. This is now. As he finished, he motioned and the boys turned to the distance where I saw the new wave as a spiral of stairs leading up into the real universes. It was a huge display of endless steps that reached down into the lowest of the darkened realms and all the way up into the hiddenness of the all-is. I could perceive this is now, and it is all real. The new nowness is all there is. All that has been, what is seen by the senses in the shadows below. I had decided to do this risk, and it has all become so, but only for those who dare risk to be part of it. I was granted the opportunity, and I took full advantage of it. With my willingness to risk my life, the boys backed me, and the new wave became so. It took all of us to do this, so that the all-is could provide something so real. But the real razor's edge will always be the free will of those who are searching for real truth.